To take a look at this through the portal of social media and how this narrative has played itself out on social media. With me in studio to unpack this for us is Melanie Malherbe from BrandsEye. Melanie, welcome. Thanks for coming in.
Thanks so much.
So I would think that social media, from WhatsApp to Facebook to Twitter, has played quite an integral part in what we've been seeing.
It definitely has been trending locally in South Africa. Less so than last year. We've, across the past week, seen about 100,000 mentions coming through, 30,000 people talking about it, where last year, 100,000 mentions per day. So it's there, but not as big as it was last year, for sure. Internationally, I can't comment accurately. We didn't track international data, but it was definitely picked up by international media houses. The New York Times posted articles on it, so it's definitely reached internationally as well.
So you say it's there, but not as big as last year. Would you say that, there was a lot of sympathy for this cause last year? Would you say that sympathy or public sentiment towards this has changed?
I think it's changed in the sense that people are still happy to back the cause, but they're not happy to back the way that the protesters are going about it. The vandalism, the violence, breaking down the places that they're actually wanting to learn from doesn't sit well with the people on social media. They believe that the money that is now going to have to be used to fix everything, could have been used better and to actually help them support their cause.
Have you been picking up on traffic with regards to what people have been saying in terms of mobilizing students for the march?
Not so much mobilizing students, more comments on the mobilization of them and what they're doing. One of the big themes that's coming out is based on the National Student Financial Aid Scheme. People don't really understand what the scheme is there to do. Some people feel it's supposed to give them bursaries and they don't have to pay back. Other people understand that they provide loans, but don't agree with them having to pay it back because their parents don't earn enough, and they feel that these schemes actually only support the middle classes and up, and not actually the poorest of the poor, which is what they are all fighting for.
So who are some of the role players when you monitor what's being said on Twitter?
In comparison to last year, where there was a lot of political involvement from all the parties, this year it's purely the students and the protesters that get the most engagements on their posts. The normal suspects, Helen Zille, Musi Marmane, Barry Bateman, all of them still jump in, but the conversation is this time driven much more by the protesters and the students themselves. The one post that got the most engagement was made by a guy called Josh Drizzy Berg, a truck driver from Toes River in Cape Town. And his video mirrors exactly what the social media public are feeling, that they're doing the right thing in the wrong way.
And some of the hashtags or things that sort of stand out on, or how you monitor this, what's been the language that's been used?
Well, Fees Must Fall being a global hashtag was used mostly last year. This year it shifted to Fees 2017.
Okay.
And things like Fees Must Fall Reloaded. So it's kind of brought more local, I think, and not as global as it was last year.
Any other trends that you've picked up with this?
No, seriously not. There's no serious ones jumping out, no big themes. Just the disappointment in the vandalism and the violent way that the protests have gone.
And has it been trending the entire week? And I don't know if you can predict what it will do next week.
Definitely can't predict, unfortunately. Yeah. But yeah, like I said, over the past week, about 100,000 mentions, which isn't a massive trend. We've seen bigger things. But yeah, it's one of the top ones.
All right, Melanie, thank you very much. Melanie Malherbe from BrandsEye, giving us a look at exactly how this has been captured on social media.